What is the role of public policy in securing the future of local news? Two people are uniquely positioned to answer this question. Senator Steve Waldman of Illinois and Steve Waldman of Rebuild Local News Coalition.
Most of my life I was in TV news. Politics has been kind of a second career. And I'm just very aware of how turbulent and how unstable the media industry and local journalism has been. I think we have several thousand smaller newspapers that have closed in the state of Illinois alone. And across the country, we're dealing with much larger numbers.
It's really severe. I mean, literally, their studies show that when the local news goes away, people don't know who their elected officials are. Corruption goes up, taxes go up.
And so when I got into politics, I just realized something needed to be done, that there was a role for state governments to improve the situation and help local newsrooms out.
In places like Illinois and New York, lawmakers have begun to act. They're passing legislation to subsidize local journalism, not to save failing companies, but to invest in communities.
So Rebuild Local News was founded on the premise that one of the pieces of the puzzle has to be public policy.
I passed a couple of bills that dealt with a number of issues. One was a tax credit that we passed in the state of Illinois, just to provide some financial assistance for media outlets and local newsrooms. And so it was a $25 million tax credit over 5 years.
In Kansas, we're working on a bill that would provide subsidies to small businesses that advertise in local news. In New Mexico and Washington and California, they have fellowship programs where the state is helping to work with the universities to place reporters into local newsrooms.
To sustain this model, Waldman has set a goal of generating $1 billion over the next 10 years from public policy initiatives in support of local news.
In 2024, if you add up the amount of money that's going to come from New York, Illinois, California, New Mexico, it's over $100 million a year. So if we are able to get this growing in many of the states, and then eventually have a federal piece of legislation, it's not crazy to get to $1 billion, and I think that's really what we're going to need to really turn the tide.
So whether it's through tax credits, a grant program, boosting the college pipeline for more students, it is an interest for governments to get involved, just for government to function well and making sure we're doing the right thing.
Saving local news will require multiple efforts, and public policy will likely be an essential one.